Happy 2019. It is the new year and I have all kinds of New Year's resolutions, but one of them is to get my spa room in order. So today we're going to give you 10 tips to not only make your spa room more organized, but also more eco-friendly. So without further ado, here are our top 10 tips to be more eco-friendly, green, and organized. One of the biggest problems for a lash artist is lash tray organization. As you can see, I've tried with my little dividers, which are helpful, but every now and then I have to go through and reorganize them. So how I like to organize them is by curl, volume, and length. So each row is a curl, and then I go from thinnest to thickest. So this is my before, and basically I did the after for you guys so you don't have to go through the pain. But you can go through all your trays and organize them by curl, length, and volume, and then when you're doing a service, it will cut time and save you a lot more time and look a lot neater. Here's actually my new tower for 2019. It's taller, and I actually have 3 of these. So I keep these as my back stock, and then in the room, I'm just going to have the ones I'm using. So you can see the labels are all out, and the nice thing about the LAshX trays is they're all labeled on the end, so you can stack them either this way or flat in a drawer. And then I have them by curl and then skinniest to fattest. So I can find all my trays really easily. I'm going to put the links below, by the way, for all this stuff. I got these on Amazon. This is actually a sunglass display, and this is from Container Store. So I'll send you guys the links below so you could find these things. But for me, that's the easiest way to keep my lashes in order. Tip number 2 also goes with lashes, and that's our pallets. My pallets always end up looking crazy by the end of the week. I have all these lashes stuck to them, and it's expensive to buy plastic pallets, and it's bad for our environment to throw them out and a pain to clean. So what I started doing is actually finding really cool tiles. These are actually not tile, but they're pieces of wood, and they're actually from the Home Depot. Shout out to the Home Depot. They're just samples of wood flooring, so you can get ones to match your room that look kind of cool and eco-friendly. They're sustainable, so we're not adding more plastic to the environment, and they look really cool. So I've been using these for my lash trays. So basically, if I'm doing a look and I take my lashes out of my tray, I can stick them to here to create the pattern I'm working with and lay that next to the client. And you can get all different colors of wood or different tiles. And tiles at the hardware store, they range from like 30 cents to a couple bucks. You can get glass ones. Anyway, it's a really pretty way to dress up your palette. They're affordable and they're pretty easy to recycle or clean. So that's my tip number 2. Tip 3 is also about reducing waste, and that's with our adhesives. So I know a lot of this is pertaining specifically to lashes, but with the lashes, a lot of people put their their adhesive on a pallet or a plastic that they throw out, a glue ring that they throw out, and it creates plastic waste, which we're trying to avoid. Or they use like jade stones that have to be cleaned, which takes a ton of time, and they just look gross in the room. So my tip for that is I actually use the back of the gel pad. It can be recycled. So when I place the gel pads on the client, I use that side. This side normally would go in the wastebasket, but instead this is now my adhesive palette with my dotted adhesive on it, and then that can just be thrown out each client. So it's always sanitary, and we're not creating more plastic waste. It's something that we would have thrown out anyway, and it actually keeps the lash adhesive from drying out. So one drop lasts me a full set. I don't have to keep adding more adhesive to my palette, wasting product. Okay, so another way to be eco-conscious is to be concerned with your disinfectant. Most of the disinfectants on the market actually create a fume that's bad for us to breathe, and it's also bad for the environment when it goes down the drain. So I found this awesome brand. It's called Rejuvenate, and we're going to be selling it shortly, but for now you can find it online. And they come in disinfectant wipes that you could wrap your tools in. And then it also comes in the liquid that you would add to your jar, just like you would your barbicide or quartz. The great thing about them is when you put them down the drain, they actually just become carbon dioxide and water. So there's no harmful chemicals going into our environment, and it's safer for us to breathe. So Rejuvenate wipes are my hero. I'm super excited about these. I found them at the trade show. The next thing that we need to organize as lash artists is our tools, and that's kind of a never-ending battle. If you're like me, you just get more and more tools over time, always trying to find the best ones. You drop them, you need backups. So what I found the best way to organize my tools is actually in a little clean implements box, and I always put them on a clean towel. It just makes it easier to take it out, clean the box. I just replace the towel after I've sanitized my tools. And then these go right in my drawer here. So I have my drawers all organized and the tools kind of fit right in there. Tip number 6 is linens and washing your client's eyes or prepping their eyes. A lot of times we will use cotton or tissues or paper waste to clean their eyes. We've partnered with Indoor Lash on these cloths. They're actually organic bamboo. They're earth friendly and they're not creating more paper waste, and your clients can use these to wash and dry their lashes before the service to prep. And then they can also purchase them for home, and one towel lasts a year of washings. So it's a much more eco-friendly and organized way to have your clients prep their lashes. When they come into our room, I have a little wash with me and dry with me container for the washcloths and the towels. One of the major problems I have is I overbuy products and then the old product gets pushed to the back of the cabinet and goes bad. So it wastes product, money, and my time when I'm in the service trying to do a facial. So we have put in boxes, and what the boxes do is they allow us to see all the products even in the back of the cabinet, and we keep the older products towards the front of the box, so we're using those up first. This helps me not overspend on things we already have, and also helps us rotate products and be able to see everything in there. So you can recycle boxes that you have. These are just pretty boxes I got at Home Goods. Baskets, it doesn't really have to match unless you want it to, because no one sees this but you. I also have all of my back bar, headbands, and clean implements in little boxes. Basically all my facial tools are in those stackables. I have my big clay masks, and then all my back bar is either in that bin or on these nice clear lucite shelves. We have them on shelves so they're really easy to find and grab during the facials, and they still look kind of decorative and cute. So that's how I organize my products, and I would say that helps me save time, money, and helps prevent waste because we're not throwing out stuff that's practically good. Next tip is a really easy one, but it's utilizing natural lighting. It will save your energy and also give you a better view of people's skin or their lashes if you can work near natural lighting. So anywhere that has good windows is where you want to position your client's head so you can really see the best without using any overhead lighting. It's more green and it's better for your eyes. Tip number 9, choose a lash adhesive that has a longer shelf life. These LASHX adhesives actually have a 3-month shelf life, which means I don't have to throw out as much packaging. It means it saves me time and money, and one little drop is a full set. So it's actually much more economical and better for the environment. This one's also fume-free, so it's safe to breathe and safe for my clients if they're sensitive. So I really like the LASHX adhesive, and I would say it fits in with my green goals. Tip number 10, the final tip, is utilize underbed storage. We have limited space a lot of times in our spa rooms, and we don't want to always go to another room to get our supplies. So I like to utilize the underbed storage with really nice storage boxes. We can stack extra linens in there, make sure they have a cover, extra supplies, different pillows for different services. All of that I actually store under my bed, and I have a really pretty table cover that says LASHX that kind of hides it all. So I hope you all enjoyed our 10 tips to a greener, more organized salon and spa. Please write in with any comments or tips of your own, and I will put links below for all of the products we utilized today to organize our room.